Hello my friends, here I am again with another video in my series of Raspberry Pi with AI HAT on traffic roads. So you see, for this episode I'm using my Raspberry Pi with its own camera, and that camera is not put outside to actually monitor and record the traffic, but I pre-recorded the traffic on one busy crossroad in the town where I live, near my residence, and I made that recording with my phone, and then I am playing that video on my computer, and from that monitor I take the video as my source for counting the traffic. For that purpose I designed 4 lines: left, right, bottom, top, as you can see them, and also I added 2 zones on the left and the upper side. For that zone, zones are interesting as a statistical values of how long are columns of cars or vehicles staying in those particular zones, because the traffic is regulated with traffic lights. You see that the results are quite good, although it was not so easy to get good results with that camera. That is not the highest quality camera at all. It is just a simple camera, but it is very useful for Raspberry Pi projects because it is easily connected. It's you just put it directly on the bus on a special adapter with a flat cable, and it is operational at that moment. On Raspberry Pi 5 version there is a change in the number of pins on the board. So if you have an older camera, as I had, then you will probably must buy a special cable that has less pins on the side that is put into Raspberry Pi board. It's not too expensive, of course. Everything here is very cheap, so nothing special, but probably for better quality. And I saw that those problems I had were coming mainly because of refresh rate of the monitor. Monitor is also nothing special, so I had to boost the refresh rate of the monitor for the video to be recorded, played on the recorded on the Raspberry side with sufficient quality to not miss any count. And you can see that counting is doing well. I noticed some problems with bikes, and because the bike and motorcycle are special cases, because detection algorithm get confused with because it recognizes also the person and the bike, and it is like having doubts what it can be, so it's never sure. But when I'm training the network, I'm trying always, when I have a person mounted on the bike, to treat it as only bike, not a person. And where the pedestrian is walking without any equipment, that I mark it like a pedestrian. So it mainly works, but the algorithm gets confused sometimes when the tires are not visible enough, and for some special angles of points of view. So it can be a problem, but it is not such a big deal if you confuse one pedestrian with one bike. For motorbikes it is much easier, because those persons usually has to wear some protective equipment